Today, I'm going to show you how to turn this into this. That's right, liquid gold, beef tallow, right here today on the Dawgfatha's BBQ YouTube channel. Let's go. All right, guys, so we've got us some great looking beef fat here. Excellent trimmings. But let's say you don't have any beef fat. You're trying to figure out where you get it from. Well, you can trim your own brisket, ribeye roast, steaks, whatever, and collect your beef fat, or you can go to your meat market, ask them for some beef fat, and you can render it yourself. So we got this beef fat here all ready to go. It's all cut up into small pieces, and we're gonna get this on our pit. So let's get the pit lit up. So to get our pit lit, we're gonna open up our firebox, and we're gonna pull out our fire management basket. Now we're using B&B charcoal today, lump charcoal. So we're gonna pour some in our basket. And then we're gonna place our basket back in our firebox. All right, so now that we got our charcoal loaded, we're gonna go ahead and open up our cook chamber door, and now we can get it lit. Now there's different ways you can get your fire lit. You could go with the old, the old faithful tumbleweeds, or you can go with a charcoal chimney. Either way works really well, but we're not gonna do that today. Today, we're gonna be using the good old grill gun, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and get this charcoal lit. All right, so as you can see, we have a good fire going here. It's not a raging fire, but we know we've got our charcoal lit well. So it's gonna be time to add some wood on here. So what we're gonna be using today is we're gonna use some good old post oak wood. And this is what I got from my guy, Mike Wheeler over at Sierra Wood. And we're gonna put this on. Now this is gonna serve two purposes. We're gonna actually use this to flavor our beef tallow, but we're also going to use this to start building that bed of coals. We've got our lump charcoal in here from B&B, but we're going to create more coals when we start adding our wood on. So we're going to get our wood added, and we're just going to lay that right across our charcoal here just so we can get that going, and we're going to make sure we have some good airflow through there. And once we've got this wood burning, we'll get the door closed. All right, guys, so we got a good burn going here. We're gonna go ahead and get our door closed. And now that we've got that closed, we're gonna go ahead and open our vents. I've got it wide open right now. And we'll get the rest of the pit closed up. All right, so one of the things about beef tallow is you can make it many different ways. You can make it on a pit, you can put it in the oven, you can put it in a pot, you can put it in a crock pot, Dutch oven, whatever you want to do. Now we're doing it on our pit today, and we're going to be making smoked beef tallow, which is why we're doing it on our pit. So if you don't want to do a smoked beef tallow, guys, feel free to do it in your oven. You can hit some of the same temperatures and just render down this beef fat. Now today we're going to be going for 275 to 300 degrees on our backline offset smoker here. And that's what we're going to do to get this beef tallow rendered down. So once we come up to temperature, we'll be able to get our beef fat on and make some beef tallow. All right. So our pit is reaching that 275 degrees that we're targeting. So it's time for us to get this beef fat on. So let's go. So all we're gonna do is just kind of slide our rack out a little bit. Now we've got our tray of beef fat here, and we're just gonna set it right on this rack. And we're gonna slide it back in, and we're gonna get it closed up. All right, so now that we got our beef fat onto our pit, we got it set at 275 or so. We're just gonna maintain the fire, guys. We're gonna just keep it at that temperature, maintain your pit temperature, and we're gonna render this for a few hours. So it might be 2-3 hours before we come back to this, but I'll bring you back when we take a look at it, all right? See you then. So we've been rolling along here for about 2.5 hours. We're still rocking at pretty good, right around 275. And this is what we're looking like so far, guys. So as you can see, it's still rendering pretty well here. Got a good amount of liquid fat down there. And we're just gonna stir this around a little bit. Now at this point, you could actually start draining some of this out if you want to, or you can just continue to let it keep building. We've got a deep enough vessel here that I'm not gonna drain it right now. I'm just gonna let it keep going. So we're gonna get this closed up and let it go for a couple more hours. All right, so hey, once again, we're out here, we're caught in the rain. I mean, this weather has been ridiculous, but hey, it's all good. So let's recap what we did today, okay? Now we're making beef tallow. Several of you guys have reached out to me, asked me, hey, Dawgfatha, how do you do beef tallow? So that's what we're doing today. So we got some beef fat. Now you can get your beef fat from trimming brisket, trimming steaks, trimming ribeye roast, whatever. Collect that beef fat up, guys. Trim as much of the meat off of it as you possibly can. Save it up for when you're ready to do this right here, and that is make beef tallow. Today we're making smoked beef tallow, and again, you don't have to make smoked beef tallow. You can make this in your oven. You could put it in a Dutch oven, put it in your oven and bake it away, or in a whatever, a crock pot, whatever you so wish to do, go for it. But today we're making it on our backline smoker's backyard pit because we're doing smoked tallow. Now we got it lit up with some B&B lump charcoal, and we added in some post oak wood from my brother Mike Wheeler over at Sierra Wood. So we got our pit up to temperature. Today we're running between 275 and 300, and we got our beef tallow placed on our grill. At that point, it's easy. We're in cruise control. All we got to do is maintain our fire, keep our temperatures between 275 and 300, and we rendered it for about 4 to 4.5 hours. After we got to that 4.5 hour mark, we went ahead and pulled our beef tallow dish off of our pit, and we strained it out. And now you're caught up on what we did with today's cook. It's that easy. Beef tallow is very simple to make, guys. You can use it in all kinds of different things, whether you're frying vegetables, frying eggs, making popcorn. I mean, yeah, we've done it with popcorn and it's fantastic. Put it in tortillas. I mean, you name it. Beef tallow can be used in all kinds of different things. And of course, the whole craze with using beef tallow with brisket. Go for it, guys, go for it. But anyway, it's that simple to make beef tallow, guys. So if you enjoyed what you saw in this video, make sure you check out what I got listed here, as well as click that subscribe button. And I'm gonna see you in the next video. I'm out.